Okay, actually it's everything in golf when it comes to a professional. The zone is that place where everything just happens for you. You don't think, you just act, and everything comes out perfectly. Now you're probably wondering how in the world that's possible. Well, without defining what really happens in the zone, it's hard to capture it. You see, people find themselves in the zone, golfers find themselves in the zone, well, not all the time, but frequently enough to wonder what it's all about. There's nothing to grab hold of there. Everything is just working perfectly. And it took me a while, it took me quite a few years to figure out what this zone was so that I could break it down and figure out how to get into it. First of all, you don't really feel anything. Your swing just works perfectly. The reason for that is your body is in balance. Now, I'm not talking about teetered over one point, that's static balance. I'm talking about dynamic balance. And the real definition of dynamic balance is when your muscles are all engaged, but all your opposing muscles are engaged evenly. Well, if they're engaged evenly, one of the two isn't going to stand out. And if they're all working at an even rate, none of them are going to stand out, so technically there's no feel. You can get this by using a certain feel that I point out in biovisual focus that only indicates what the muscles are doing. It doesn't get in the way, which is pretty cool. So half of the zone is the fact that you're completely imbalanced and all your muscles are working evenly. Therefore, you're thinking, gosh, I can't quite get the feel of it. No, actually you don't want to feel, because if you have a feel, it means that something's out of balance. That's part one. Part two of the zone is that you're not thinking consciously. You see, that's the key word. If you're thinking consciously, you're having thoughts with words, and your subconscious is what makes the golf swing happen. As I said before, the golf swing is created in the mind in a subconscious picture. And the biofeedback loop feeds back and says this is what it's doing. If all is well, everything continues. If you're in perfect balance, all will be well. See, now there's a connection between the two. So if you're thinking in your subconscious visually and you're completely in balance, everything's going to perform perfectly. So to get in the zone, that's our aim, to get you to think in the subconscious and to be playing completely in balance. That's what the zone is. Don't let anybody fool you that you're going to be thinking a certain way in the zone. Consciously, you're not thinking. You're seeing the shot, you're visualizing it in your mind, and your body is reacting perfectly. That's the zone. Biovisual focus will get you there.